Well, good evening, it's 9 Scoops, I am Steph. Tonight we are scooping rapper Jaunty. I'm at the LSS recording studios in Clapham, South London. He is recording some tracks right now, and I'm going to go and interrupt him to ask him 9 questions. Let's go.
Can you ask me to rhyme? I kindly obliged him. Brother from another, otherwise we are like king. Shine we are like king, spitting crown diamonds, jewels, gems, repping loose threads. French rep stronger than the ruthless, cause the bond's dope though, stronger than the rope hold.
So welcome to your 9 Scoops.
Thank you very much, my pleasure.
Oh, it's my pleasure too. 9 questions.
Okay.
Only 9 questions. The first one is, who's Jaunty? What do you represent?
I'm a musician from West London, and I'm just trying to make the best music I can make.
So we're going to talk about Japan.
Okay.
And you landed the day the tsunami hit.
I did, yeah.
And decided to stay.
Mm-hmm.
When everyone else that could leave chose to leave.
Basically. I mean, I was close to leaving as well. Like, I just met this guy from Australia, and I Skyped with his parents, and he was like, I'm gonna go, come with me. And I was, K913 called me on Skype. He was like, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, alright, get out of Japan now. And I just wasn't comfortable with leaving because I just spent so long preparing for the journey, like kind of in my life, thinking I can go somewhere, voyage somewhere far by myself.
What was the aim going out there? Obviously, you didn't know that was going to happen.
Well, my interest in Japan and Japanese culture just grew with time, and I just needed to go out there and just see what life was like, and just voyage and just journey around. So I didn't really have too much of a plan. I just knew I was going to go there and just do lots of stuff. I know like hip hop's really big over there. They love music, a lot of different genres of music. So that was kind of the main focus, and then just to get around and maybe get talking to people and just have a really good holiday, really.
Oh, nice holiday.
That's where it started from, yeah, to be honest.
Well, the EP is quite heavily influenced, well, very heavily influenced by Japan.
Right.
Is that kind of a way of giving back to your time over there?
I guess so, because a lot of other foreigners left, and in the beginning I was roaming around with them because I was there by myself, and I didn't really know how to, I didn't have the confidence to be able to walk around by myself.
Yeah.
Once they left, I was kind of looked after by a lot of Japanese people. I learned Japanese a little bit before I went out there, and I just felt so indebted to the country. It's like they have a great kind of culture for being polite and looking after people and welcoming people. So after I'd experienced that, I kind of felt like I needed to give something back.
What artists gave you that influence growing up?
From Nas to I think Common's a very big influence on my music. But I try and listen to, as far as I'm concerned, I listen to lyrics. I like music. I want to hear lyrics that, they can convey what the artist is trying to say at the time.
Diamonds, jewels, gems, repping loose threads. French rep stronger than the ruthless, cause the bond's dope though, stronger than the rope hold. From a loose bend, intricate with the flow, intimate with your soul. Just so my name rings off from a news desk. You're the flowing. So
you were talking before about lyrics and how you're influenced by different things for your songwriting. Do you think your lyrics are maybe too clever for the masses? Do you think that people are drawn to mainstream music because it's just easy listening?
I think that there's an art to being able to keep the skill level, the ability high, and still delivering a message. Because if you look at a lot of the main MCs that you think of that are in the mainstream, like the top MCs, like I'm thinking of like Jay-Z, I'm thinking of like Nas, Ludacris, a lot of people that get on a lot of features. If you listen to the features that, they may feature on pop records, but if you hear what they're saying and you break down the lines and structure and stuff, they're able to say something in a very clever way.
Yeah.
And a lot of times there's a lot of metaphors and double and triple meanings behind what they say. So I do think that when you get to the point that you're able to effortlessly keep the skill level high, then you will appeal to everyone.
Now, there's 2 questions that we ask everyone on these scoops.
Okay.
The first one is about ice cream.
Okay.
A scoop of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were a scoop of ice cream, what flavour would you be and why?
Mint chocolate chip.
Oh, why not?
It's just my favourite flavour of ice cream.
I was having a discussion about mint chocolate chip today, actually.
Okay.
Strange. It's my favourite too.
Okay, alright then.
Crazy.
Copy me, kind of.
Oh, I was being nice, but never mind. So ice cream's cold. And so's the North Pole.
Yes, it is.
I think. I've never been. I heard. If you were stuck in the North Pole, what 5 items would you take with you and why?
5 items. I'll bring my computer because that will have all of my music. I'll be able to communicate with everyone.
Where are you going to plug it in?
I'm going to plug it into a power supply, which I'll bring with me as well.
Generator. Okay.
I'll bring my mobile phone.
Okay.
And some warm socks because it's cold.
Well, your feet will be warm. What about the rest of you?
And then I haven't really thought this through properly.
This is war, it's like Delta, what I spit is important. I'm kicking more shit till my legs are exhausted. Hips like support.
Well, we're at the last question now.
Okay.
And it's obviously is what's coming next for you, what's in the pipeline, what you're most excited about.
I'm most excited about the next video that I've got for We Must Remain Friends.
You've got a concept for it?
We do. It's going to just be a really romantic short film. I just want to base it on what the song's actually about. And, I went to a garden. I visited a beautiful garden. And I went one day and it was closed and it started snowing. And I just had the worst day that day. I got lost. And I could see something above the wall. And I thought, I really want to see what's inside the garden, so I went back the next day.
I thought you were going to say you climbed over the wall.
No, I didn't, but I went the next day, and it was snowing the day before. The next day was like really warm, hot, and it was like one of the most beautiful things that I've seen in a very long time. And something that I wouldn't usually just walk around parks and stuff, but when you're just by yourself and you have a lot of time to do that, and I just sat at a rock and I just thought, I don't know, let me just write about it, and I wrote.
Yeah.
And that's basically what happened. And
so you're filming the video in that garden?
I would love to be able to. We'll see what happens because I would want the video to be out before I go over to Japan. But
okay,
we'll see what happens. We'll work on it.
Well, that was your 9 scoops.
Thank you very much.
I think I asked more than 9 questions today, but
cool.
We'll pretend it was 9.
All right.
Jaunty.
It's Jaunty. Shout out to myamada.com for the clothing. Keep it Mellow 9. Mellow 9 Productions. K-Night 13 in the building. Bella Soul in the building. Mellow 9 Productions in the building. Yeah, let me tell them. I'm so warish, grenade launcher to caution. Your front door is adored awful this. Opposite of gorgeous. Set up a direct debit, credit your florist. That was for the service, the mourners. No need for church to research the birth of this offerings, the nerve of this flaunting. Audio tape, 7 days, many ways, prep for the haunting. Accustomed above subordinates, giving orders. Of course it is normal for jaunts to. Borsal employers a warning, whatever you call him. Movement is forward with Star Wars forces. True sorcerer pushing through borders with new swords on the chorus, a few horses and corrupt ruby horsemen. I just sighed for the first liner. Jaunty's awesome, I spit real for the paupers, middle class afforders, and the black girl rock award winning daughters. Don't believe all the stories they brought you. Brothers lying frontin', not really warriors. Spit briefcases, minus the lawyers. Yeah, that funny boy, Jennifer Saunders. Action man sitting on my storage, I'm a monster. Doing French wedge past enormous proportions is torture. Like it's 9-3 and I'm Raekwon. Talking to meth about death and left corpses. You think the flies were holding a caucus. Voting for me cause I'm as raw as Jigsaw was. Used to be the in thing like the Eudorus. Now you follow my flow, I'm trending and flawless. Tell me who's the best, I abort them. If not they taught me. Jaunty on free, you just applaud this. I'm so warish, grenade launcher in the paws of my squadron. Now I've gone corporate, I sit in my office plotting, playing chess, they're bringing the pawns in, they're bringing the storm in, making it rain on the poorer nations often. All it took was a phone calling. No need to sigh for the first liner, cause if we're really talking wars, then we're talking millions of dollars squandered, orgies carefully deployed to the floors of my enemies' territories. Even living forces don't cross over the waters, or for oil flossing, my finger over the red button hovering. Now I see why this power is moorish. It's poison, that's where the allure is. Yes, Jaunty, loose threads. Mellow 9 Productions.
And we are.